All right, so this video is going to be a little different. I'm not throwing shade on any YouTuber, trucking YouTuber by any means necessary, but the problem is a lot of these guys and women, that make these videos for YouTube, that target the new drivers. A lot of times, they post their settlements, they talk about all these different things. They talk about how much money they're making, but what they fail to tell you guys is how long they've been at the company. They fail to tell you that in some cases the pay is on a sliding scale. So somebody that's looking to get into the industry or go into that company, they see those numbers, they see the miles, and then they come over there and then they expect to make what they see on YouTube or on TikTok or Facebook. Now, I know a lot of reasons why y'all rock with me is because I tell you guys the truth. I tell you things that other YouTubers won't tell you. So if you're new into the game, the settlements that you see, don't expect to make that, unless it's the same pay across the board. So let's just say the CPM is 20, no, that's too low. Let's say the CPM is 35 cents a mile, regardless if you have a day of experience or 10 years. Other than that, if it's a sliding scale, don't believe that, because let's just say your favorite YouTuber has been at Prime for 7 years. Let's just say if you're just coming to Prime, you're not going to make what that 7-year driver is making. Some of these drivers, what they fail to tell you is if they're on a dedicated account, some of them might be a trainer and might not even tell you guys on YouTube. So of course, if you train, you're going to make more. You're going to make all the miles that the student drives, plus, the miles of the load, So that's another reason why I know a lot of y'all ask, how come I never post pay stubs? Why don't I ever post pay stubs? Why don't I ever talk about how much I make? Because a lot of you guys, I've learned my audience. I know a lot of you guys are other LTL drivers, and then a lot of you guys are new drivers, that are looking to get into the industry. So me posting what I make is not going to benefit you. That's only setting y'all up for disappointment. For LTL, like say you guys come to the company I'm at. If you're just starting, you're not going to get the pay that I'm making because I've been there, longer than you have. The same way there's guys that have been there longer than me. As far as miles, if you're fresh in the game, don't expect, to get 3,000 miles every week. If you're OTR, you might see your favorite YouTuber making 1,000 plus a week. If you're just getting into the industry, if you're at a mega carrier, don't expect to take home $1,000, every week, That's why you guys need to ask the questions, ask, if you have a favorite YouTuber that's at a mega carrier, even if you're interested in LTL, there's me, there's Freight Hauler, there's Bank, there's Mart, there's Small Fry. There's one thing we've all had in common. We've all been at our particular companies for some time. So if you were to come to AAA Cooper, you're not going to make what I'm making start out. If you come to Estes, you're probably not going to make, what Chris and Chuck are making, because like I said, with LTO, it's a sliding scale. I don't know of any that have like a same pay across the board. I don't know of any, but most of them, it's based on experience. Each year, it bumps up, As far as where to run, some of your favorite YouTubers, you might hear them say, oh, I don't run the Northeast, or I don't go to California. If you're fresh in the game, you don't really have a say. If you're OTR, full-fledged OTR, you don't have a say. Now, the only variable is New York City, because they know a lot of drivers don't like New York City. Back when I drove OTR, I hated New York City. I did it once or twice, just to say I did it, for experience. But other than that, I'm not messing with it. The Northeast, a lot of your favorite YouTubers might say, they hate the Northeast. I am one of them, Connecticut, New York, PA, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, y'all can have it. That's for the birds. I've done it. I'm not a fan of it in the Northeast, especially in the wintertime. It's brutal up there. Brutal. Some of those towns, like if you go to like Providence, Rhode Island, you're going to be button hooking. If you don't know what a button hook is, basically where you turn from the left lane, you might be turning from the far left lane just to make a right turn. That's a button hook. Winters, brutal. Now, California, beautiful state, hands down, beautiful state, but I hate driving California. That 55-mile-an-hour zone, can't get with that, and I'm not with it. But as a new driver, you have no place to tell your driver manager, oh, I don't want to go here, because you're new. You need to get that experience. A lot of you guys that go OTR, you have that goal. Some of y'all have that goal to become local. So what if you live in the Northeast? If you're afraid to drive the Northeast as an OTR driver, you're going to be sick when you have to do it local, Point is, don't turn down any loads. Don't tell your driver manager, I don't want to go here. You're new. You go wherever they need you to go. Get that experience, throw some chains on, get that experience chaining up. Now me, fortunately, the companies I was at, we didn't chain, so lucky me, I don't have no experience chaining. But if you're at a company that chains, get that experience chaining, get through your first winter or two, get through at least 2 winters, get through it. Don't turn anything down. Now, you might be able to turn it down. And let's say you flat out tell your driver manager, I'm not doing it. They take it off you, but they're going to screw you in the long run. Bet your ass. They're going to screw you 9 times out of 10. So if you find yourself sitting a lot more often, or if you see your miles dropping, just remember, when you decline that load, that's why. That's the FU, basically. Don't turn down loads. Now, a lot of you guys are interested in various companies, whether it's LTL or just a mega carrier. And a lot of you guys don't know what to ask the recruiters or other drivers. And as I've said, these recruiters, they will tell you anything to get in that driver's seat. Now, there's a YouTuber who I've been following for a long time. I was actually featured on his show probably beginning of this year or last year. His channel name is Lockout Man Podcast. Good dude. He does a lot of videos where he actually will call the company and ask all the questions that he knows you guys would have. So check out his company, not his company, check out his page. He's done make the call videos with LTL companies. He's done companies like Swift, Sierra England, Western Express, pretty much any company you could think of, he's done a video on them. So check his channel out. I'll also link it in the description. And yeah, that's the video today. So as I always tell y'all, thank you to all my day 1 subscribers. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as I always tell y'all take it easy, stay safe.